Well, good morning guys from our hotel room here in Rio Gallegos. Today is a travel day and full confession, we are pretty bad planners sometimes. Like we just forget to check details like departure times and things like that. So today we were absolutely convinced that we had until 4 p.m. to kind of like, stay in the hotel, get some work done. We even asked for a late checkout because we thought that's when our bus was leaving the city and we thought we were arriving in El Calafate at 8 p.m. Well, no, it turns out our bus leaves 4 hours earlier at 12. So yeah, it's a good thing we decided to check the departure times on our tickets this morning because now we are basically running around trying to finish work. Sam's trying to finish uploading some videos. I have to clean up this mess we have behind us. I need to take care of the packing, and yeah, we need to get organized. We thought we were gonna have a bit of a chill work day because this hotel has such a nice lounge area, but no, we need to get going, which is fine because we are off to El Calafate, which is probably one of the most beautiful destinations in all of Argentina. It is known for the majestic glacier Perito Moreno, which we do plan to visit. So we're actually super pumped to be heading back inland. Here we've been in coastal Patagonia. Now we're going to be heading back inland. It's a relatively short bus ride, 4 hours. So yeah, we're feeling pumped. We just need to get started. So some of you are probably going to find this really weird, but when I leave a hotel room, I have to make the bed and leave the hotel room looking tidy. I think maybe it's because as a child, my parents used to run a hotel and I heard the horror stories of like how messy people were and like the disasters the bedrooms were when some people checked out. So I just like to be a good guest, leave things looking good. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm making the bed, perhaps a little weird. Let me know if you have any quirks with hotel rooms as well. Voila, room is clean and tidy. Sam's packing up the camera, the laptop. We're good.
We given the lack of time we had this morning, we got so much done. We got a video up. So happy for that. I didn't think it was almost like a bit of a mission impossible. And we got it done. And now we just gotta hopefully catch a bus on time. Please, fingers crossed.
Made it to the bus terminal.
We sure did.
And Sam likes a good map.
There's a fantastic map here, so we can give you kind of a visual of where we've been in the last few weeks. So we started off in Bariloche. We did our little
Bariloche.
Right here. Went all the way to El Bolson, where we hung out with Valentin. Then we had the asado in Esquel.
Yeah.
Say goodbye to Valentin. Now you gotta zoom out here.
Zoom out.
So then we went all the way down to Comodoro Rivadavia. Spent a few days there, loved it. Then all the way down to here, overnight bus again to Rio Gallegos. Now we're going to El Calafate. As you can see, there's going to be glaciers to visit right here. Then El Chalten, and then from there we're heading into Chile to visit Torres del Paine, and then we're going to Punta Arenas, our last stop in Chile. Ferry to the Chilean side of Tierra del Fuego.
Yeah.
And then we take the bus all the way to Ushuaia, and then we're going to be heading to Tolhuin, and then back to Buenos Aires. That is the rest of our trip, guys.
You have revealed the rest of the trip.
I've revealed the secret.
My oh my. right, guys, so we are on the bus. We scored some amazing seats once again. That's the beauty of booking your travels in advance, unlike last trip.
Yeah.
We were able to get seats 1 and 2 right at the front. And this
Best
is
seats in
meant
the
to
house.
be one of the most beautiful drives ever, like the
Oh,
mountains. Yeah,
Oh my
seriously.
gosh,
Like
you're
once
gonna-
we get back to the west side.
You're gonna be pulling out the zoom camera too.
Yes.
Double camera action.
And before I forget to mention the prices, because I usually do, this was 1,180 pesos per person, $20, 20 US dollars. It's a 4-hour bus ride. And yeah, Sam also got us a little picnic lunch. We have some sandwiches.
I'll do a little show and tell with that.
Alfajores. All set for this journey. I'll put my
Sure.
passports away. They're so chill here. They didn't even ask for my passport. They're like, yeah, get on there. Okay.
Yeah, I love the relaxed way of just life down here.
Yeah,
People
especially
are very friendly and
once
stuff.
you get into like the smaller cities and like
Patagonia.
towns. Yeah.
It's got a
easygoing.
small town vibe. I love it.
Love it. He loves it.
Lunchtime. Check this out, guys. This is the ultimate Argentine bus lunch. You get your flavored water, which is pear flavored water.
Yeah.
Okay, pear juice. Your fantoche alfajor, one of my favorites. Also one of the most sugary. And
Yeah, it's coated in meringue.
yeah, and then the sandwich de miga triple, which is basically a sandwich with ham and cheese. It's gonna be perfect because we won't be having dinner until later. Arriving at 4 or 5, checking in, and then pounding the pavement in search of tours.
Pounding the pavement, yes.
In search of tours for the following days.
Yeah.
And so I don't see us eating dinner until probably close to 8, and so this will tie us under. Hello, guys.
We have arrived in home sweet home in El Calafate.
Oh, so nice to be here. This is the part of our trip to Argentina that I've been most looking forward to. Starting from here onward. So
Heading
I
south.
can't wait. I'm so excited to be here.
Landscapes.
Seriously. Oh, and it was a good bus ride.
It was.
So we started off, we left like maybe 10 minutes late, and then there was a special event going on.
Oh, yeah. It's like the Day of the Virgin, and there was a procession happening on the highway.
And a pilgrimage,
So-
kind of, right?
Yeah, it was a pilgrimage. So they
Yeah.
had closed the highway down to 1 lane for traffic. And then
Yeah.
on the other side, people were walking, biking, riding horses.
Yeah.
Just getting to the cross and to the Virgin any way
Yeah.
they could. It was a long way, let me tell you.
Yeah, there were people, you could tell that they were struggling on their journey. They were kind of hobbling a bit. Other
Yes.
people took their dogs. And
Yeah.
then as it was getting closer to the site, there were a set of stairs that led up a hill.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was actually eavesdropping on the conversation next to me because the guy was saying that he had done the pilgrimage. He was telling his girlfriend, who's not from around there. And he said he would go drinking with his buddies, stay out till 5 in the morning.
Yeah.
And then when they were all drunk at like 5 a.m., they would start like stumbling down the highway, start their pilgrimage towards the Virgin, and they
Yeah.
would get there at like 11 in the morning. So that's a
Yes.
lot of walking.
And yeah, exactly. And then to make us a little bit more late, we were randomly picked for a police and military check.
Yeah, the whole bus was checked.
The whole bus was
Yeah.
checked. So we ended up arriving a half an hour late. We're at our place closer to 5 now. We arrived at about 4:30. But it's still a good time. It's a perfect time actually to go organize our tours.
Yes.
Siesta hour is over. And there may be some restaurants that have gringo hours. Because normally dinner's at 8, but I think we can
Yeah.
eat a little bit before then.
And also, we need to give you guys a little cottage tour because this is our first A-frame, like Alpine style cozy chalet. So I think it's gonna be nice. I mean, we can hear the wind howling and like rattling.
But you know what's also really nice is that sunset isn't gonna be till like 10 p.m. So we can go eat and get our tours booked, and then we'll show you the tour at the very end.
Okay, I think someone's hungry. I get it. I get the hint. All right.
Let's go eat.
Let's go. Well guys, welcome to El Calafate. It is time to eat lunch. So we found a pretty cool restaurant. It's called Isabel and they specialize in comida al disco. That's food cooked in like this round pan. I don't know if there's a word for it in English. In the menu they've translated it as plough, but that somehow doesn't sound right in my head.
No.
So yeah, we ordered the trout with blue cheese cream sauce, and we also added pasta to it, ravioli. And
I'm so pumped for this. Like,
Sam is pumped for this. Sam also went into the cellar and picked out a really nice wine for us.
Yeah.
Miguel Mini.
We haven't tried this one.
Mendoza.
Cheers.
Malbec 2017.
It's really smooth. Oh.
I love it. It has a rich violet color.
Yeah.
And like a berry aroma. Like it makes me think of moras, blackberries, and plums.
I don't know, maybe just me, but
nice.
it feels a little smoother than some Malbec.
I like it.
I love it. Try the bread. Tell us how it is.
Bread with butter. It's fresh out of the oven. It's so warm.
Oh man. I'm so ready to eat bread. I love how in Argentina they don't make you wait. They know you're hungry. They give you your bread and your wine. Here's your bread, here's your wine. Get at it. I love that. My friends. Look what has arrived. Friends. This beautiful pot. This beautiful disco, as they call it locally.
Yes.
There's the fish, which we sprinkled cheese on top. Look at that.
We did. The trout.
What a beautiful thing. Look at that stringy cheese. So that comes with some Parmesan cheese sprinkled on top, but also blue cheese.
Blue cheese.
That's what's in it.
Blue fromage.
Blue fromage. And we have the papas fritas, the potatoes. Oh my gosh, there's so much trout that it's actually encroaching on the potato portion.
Rustic potatoes.
Rustic potatoes, and guys, we paid a little extra to get some raviolis. All on the plate, looking delicious. You know what? I'm gonna put a little more cheese on there. Why not, right?
Why not? Oh my, the cheese lover.
You can never have enough cheese, can you?
Not when you're Samuel Jeffrey.
Nope. Oh my goodness. Very strong blue cheese. In a good way.
In a great way.
In a great way. Lingering aftertaste. Oh, look at this. Ravioli is loaded with spinach.
Spinach and ricotta.
This is delicious. This is the high calorie food you need for all the hikes you're gonna do while you're here. We're gonna be outside exploring all day, so we need some hearty food in the evening to sustain us for the next day's adventure.
Okay.
Do you? Nobody likes them though. They're terrible. No. Oh, no, delicioso. Oh my god.
Hello, people.
Greetings from the future.
The future. New outfits, new day.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry, we didn't update you guys after dinner. It was such a good dinner. We kind of just waddled back here, and then went out for a little quick beer. But we should tell you about the price point.
Yes.
So what was it?
It was a pretty affordable meal, honestly. So the fish dish, the comida al disco, that's what it's called. It was $23 total.
Yes.
And it's a dish for 2 people.
Yeah.
Okay?
Keep in mind, I think that was one of the more expensive ones that you could get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So aside from fish, they also had chicken, beef, lamb. Like you can really find all sorts of different. Oh, and a vegetarian one.
Yeah.
So all sorts of different comida al disco. And then we got a wine that was $8. It was a really nice wine.
Oh, it was so smooth, and I still can't stop thinking about the bread we had at the beginning.
Oh my goodness, that was nice with lots of butter.
Yeah, we really pigged out. It was such a good meal. I could go back there again. There was a couple items. There was one called the bondiola, which is pork, and it was done Napolitana style. So it would have had tomato sauce and cheese and bacon.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. One thing I did notice, like some first impressions of walking through the town, was that there are a lot of restaurants. The center is beautifully maintained. It reminds me a little bit of Villa Langostura, also Banff in Canada.
Yeah.
Just very, very well kept, beautiful buildings, lots of restaurants, lots of shops, lots of tour agencies. So it was great. We also went and organized some tours as well.
We sure did. So we've booked 2 tours so far. We're honestly playing it a little bit by ear because the weather here changes constantly. And like even the tour agencies told us, you know what? It's better to just book like a day or 2 in advance so that you are getting good weather and it's not like rainy and gray.
As a great example of that, already within a day, the weather has changed for tomorrow.
Yes.
So it looked like tomorrow was going to be windy and rainy, and now it's going to be beautiful. And so what I ended up doing is I ran back to the tour agency to book a tour for us tomorrow because it is one of the sunny days that we're going to get. We're going to be on a boat tour. Tonight we're going to an estancia. And we also want to do some ice trekking while we're here. So those are the 3 musts. And then there's also a viewing deck, but you can go to there any day. And apparently you get the glacier views no matter what the weather is. So I'm not so concerned about that. But for the boat ride and for the ice trekking, we do want to have nice weather.
Yeah, so those are the 3 main tours we want to do. The boat trip to see the glacier, and then a little bit of ice trekking on the glacier, and then the estancia, which is happening today. So super pumped for that.
I'm doing that in a few hours. So
yeah, we need to start getting ready for that. We'll take you along for that journey. But right now, we wanted to give you the cabin tour that we promised you yesterday.
So we'll do it.
Got some daylight. Let's make it happen. Oh, Sam's going to be behind the camera. You ready?
Yeah.
Well, this is home sweet home for the week. We rented a cute little A-frame, a little Alpine style cottage. I've got to tell you, for me personally, like this is a very basic cottage, and I would say it's like 1 step up from camping, just because this is kind of like plywood, and then I hope they have some insulation and then like a tin roof. But it's been so windy, like abnormally windy, that it feels like the roof is gonna fly off.
We were sleeping upstairs, but it was unbelievably loud. It felt like we were out in sea with a storm. So we had to come down here. There's a pull-out mattress. I slept on there.
Yeah, this is our sofa, but it turns into a bed, and there's another mattress down here. So that's where we slept last night because it was so loud. Everything was rattling and shaking that we were like, we're not gonna get any sleep. So that was our first night's experience here in this cottage. Apparently the wind is gonna die down over these next few days, so we'll see how this cottage holds up. But I just kept thinking of the story of the 3 little piggies. You know, the one that built his home with straw, with wood, and with brick.
The wolves didn't come to blow it down, but the Patagonian winds, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, well, this is kind of like the living/dining area, which, you know, we've converted it into our little office for the time being. And then we've got a little kitchen. So yesterday, after we ate our delicious meal, we also went to the supermarket, to La Anonima, and we stocked up on some fruits. Yeah, here veggies, they are. Got some avocados.
Trying to eat a little healthy.
Pears, apples, bananas, peanuts.
In between our high-calorie traditional Argentine meals.
Well, there's also cheese and salami like hiding in the fridge, so
that's true.
Not that healthy. But yeah, they left us like a little kettle with some tea bags, some coffee, hot cocoa. We don't actually have a stove here, but we do have one of those like electric elements that you plug in and you can cook.
Right here.
There's this little
microwave.
a microwave.
That's like a toaster oven. That's a big toaster oven, yeah.
Yeah, so we do have a toaster oven and a microwave, but I have a feeling we'll also be eating in town because we've just seen too many places that are tempting us.
Yeah, and at least half of the days we're here, we're going to be out on tour anyways.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So, yeah. And then just off the kitchen, we've got a little bathroom.
Mm-hmm. Ta-da!
It's tiny, so I don't think you're gonna fit in here. I mean, this is an A-frame, so we've got our toilet, no bidet.
You can see the A-frame against the shower there. It's
got
funny.
a shower, a little sink. Oh no, there is a bidet. What am I saying?
Yes.
This is Argentina,
And
of course there would be.
Hair dryer.
A hair dryer. I didn't notice this. I was looking for a hair dryer upstairs.
Although you mentioned this place is like camping, it has everything you need. It has good Wi-Fi.
Yeah, that's true. It does have good Wi-Fi.
It just doesn't have a good soundproofing system for the winds, which is problematic at night when the winds are howling. All right,
and now I'll take you upstairs to the bedroom.
This is
our sleeping quarters.
These stairs are very steep.
They are.
They really are. I'm gonna try not to kill myself coming up here. I'm gonna hand you the camera, Audrey.
Okay. It's like climbing into an attic.
Yeah. So I suppose I'll finish things off here.
Yeah.
If you look behind me, there's a little shelf to put
in front of you.
In front of me, I should say. In front of me, there's a shelf. There's extra bedding, which we ended up taking downstairs.
Yeah.
An electric heater, which would obviously come in very handy in the winter months. We're here in the late spring, almost summer, so we don't need it. But then, yeah, we have a bed. Enough, perfect for. It's good enough for 2 people, and you really see the A-frame portion. Like as soon as you get out of bed, you're at risk for bumping your head.
You are.
Unfortunately, I haven't done that yet, but I'm sure it'll happen before the end of the trip. And then we have a TV. It's gonna be our place for a week, and it's gonna be great. I mean, we have good internet, which is what we need. We have a good work desk. Honestly, this is a destination where we're gonna be out and about almost all of the time. I don't see us spending too much time here. A little bit of work and sleeping, and that's it. And so this will be just good enough for what we need it for. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching this episode, and we're gonna have some very exciting episodes from here. We're gonna be visiting glaciers, and yeah, this is one of the most epic places in Argentina by far. So please stay tuned for those episodes, and we will see you soon.
Ta-ta!
Ta-ta.